Community is really important in US. I would definitely emphasize that to all the students who are like watching this video. Get onto the networking from the very first day onwards. LinkedIn should be your favorite platform. Forget about Instagram. So
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into another episode of D Education. And in this episode, we have a very special guest joining with us. Hi Parinita, welcome to D Education.
hi Tejj, thank you so much for having me today.
So, how's your day?
It has been good. Apparently today is a cloudy day, so like temperature is a little lower than what it used to be, so it's good.
That's cool. So, if you could give a brief about yourself to our audience out there.
So, hi everyone. My name is Parinita. I'm from Southeast Asia, specifically from northeastern part of India. So, I am here like studying, doing my masters in from North Carolina State University. Did my undergrad from India from NIFT. Yeah, that's all about me.
That's great. So, what was your journey into design? How did you start?
So I was like thinking about my very early encounter of design, but what I could think was mostly like drawing trees. So that was a very weird thing. Like when I think about like what was my very early like and like a path of like me choosing to design was there was a like aunt of mine. She loves this drawing and she always comes to me and draw a tree with pastel colors, not even with pencils. And that's how I was like so curious about how can she make a like tree with just colors and no pencil. And I started like exploring, sketching through that and like learned like drawing with pencils and different like mediums of colors. That's the like most I can like recollect like my memory from my childhood. That's how my journey started. And falling from that, you see me here in US doing my master's in design. So yeah, that was a quite a journey.
That's nice. So, let's talk about your college and your decisions to pursue, your masters. So, what made you choose this particular college or university over the other ones? And why did you choose US only, not European countries?
So my research started with like looking at different design courses, like design schools in different countries. So I've studied like colleges which are there in Australia, colleges in Canada, and also colleges in US. So what I did was I reached out to a lot of people who did their design masters from all these countries and like spoke to them. And I literally like used LinkedIn to reach out of all of these people. And when I was talking to them, I was asking them questions about employment because that was the like ultimate goal for me after doing my masters. I definitely wanted to work in that country. So what I did, I asked them, and they tell me like, oh, we don't really have a lot of opportunities here in different countries. Like Australia, I specifically remember a lot of designers saying that because they felt like there was a like downfall in hiring designers, and also in Europe, it's the same thing, downfall in the market. And also in Canada, the design courses are not that great, what I have heard from all the students. And then when I spoke to a lot of like designers from US, I have seen this pattern that these designers are like have a vast network and like they're really good at what they do and like they really know what they're doing. So it felt like US was a sweet spot for me to like do my master's here. And why North Carolina State University? Because I specifically, what I did was when I was doing my research on all the university in US, I specifically like made a very big, huge Excel sheet of everything because I tend to like forget, like I'm a human, so I definitely tend to forget a lot of stuff. So I made a sheet of Excel sheet where I had like what's the like cost which is gonna be there for doing a master's in specific colleges and what are the curriculum looks like, and another thing was looking at geographical like location of the university, because it definitely tells you what kind of job you'll be landing. So as you might not know, but North Carolina is growing, it has a very like steady growing economy, because we have this research triangle here, because three major research universities are located here, like North Carolina State University, UNC Chapel Hill, and also Duke University. And we have major companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Fidelity, all these offices here. And not a lot of people know about this. So it felt like this is a place which can definitely give me opportunity like to land my internship, and also co-op, which is like a part-time employment while you're doing your semester. So that was one of the major reason why picking a North Carolina State University, like a good university, and also like the state itself. So yeah, that was my like path of how I decided to go for North Carolina State University. Yeah.
That's an interesting part. So let's understand about your admission process now. So how was your admission process, and any tips that you would like to give to the students who are watching this video?
So when I was like doing like my preparation for my portfolio, because design schools definitely needs a portfolio, and I had few projects like which I did from my like 2 years. I just to like mention, after my undergrad, I worked for 2 years as a graphic designer, and from there I had few projects, but I also wanted to include like a little variety of it. So I did some freelance project with some video companies. Like I did one project which was like a video project. It was with law stories, so I did that, included that in my portfolio, and also did like a styling project which I also included in the project, just for like a little variety. So I had like 5 to 6 strong portfolio pieces. One was specifically for branding, logo design, and everything. And one was video, one was styling, and another one was typography. And few were of illustrations, because I also worked as a freelance illustrator. So these projects were like pretty strong projects, and I would definitely recommend everyone to have at least 5 strong portfolio pieces in your portfolio. And what my like admission process looks like.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. So, after creating over 250 plus videos and engaging in countless conversations with creative leaders from around the world, I'm thrilled to share my book, Notes of Wisdom Lessons from 100 Creative Visionaries. So, this book is labor of love that has deeply resonated with the community, entering into Amazon's bestseller list and reaching the top 3 on hottest new release list. So, what makes me proudest is that many creative leaders have read this book and shared their remarkable perspectives on this book. The best thing about this book is its price. It's just priced around 500 rupees, because this isn't about making profits, but it's about spreading a movement. So these pages contain transformative insights that can reshape you how you see the world through the lens of design. So find your copy on Amazon, available on worldwide, and on India we have Flipkart. So thank you so much for your support. Please share this book with someone whose life might be enriched by these creative insights. So together, let's champion the truth that design isn't just a profession or a skill, it's a beautiful way of living a life.
So I applied through the online portal, and I like waited for their response. Then once I got their response that, oh, we want to talk to you, like an interview, but it was not like specifically talking about my portfolio, but just to know me and what I was seeking from that course itself, which was really like interesting, because not a lot of colleges like really like wants to know what students want to learn, and that's how they decided like this is something which I was looking for, and this is at the same time university can provide me at the same time. So that's how they like said like, oh, you seem like a good fit, do you want to continue and come to this college? I'm like, yeah, it sounds interesting, but I also at the same time I um, ask the university for the curriculum and everything, and I want to like understand what the curriculum looks like, so that I'm not like going blind, like what they are gonna be offering me. So that was like the decision factor where like I decided like this is the college that I would go for.
That's wonderful. And the reason why I started making these videos also was when I got admission in Parsons, New York. Hardly there was any info. This is like almost 6 years back. So even
Yeah.
consultancies weren't aware of what design schools were, and barely people had info. So that's how this whole chain of videos started, and it's helping a lot of people out there. So thanks for
I
that.
wish I knew about their channel at that time.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for sharing the process. So let's talk about more on the portfolio and the interview section that you mentioned. So how did you
Mhm.
prepare yourself for that interview? And while preparing your portfolio, do you had any objective like I had to do this portfolio for this design school like that, or were you just focusing only on NC?
I like had different projects for different design schools to be specific, because like the course which I applied for in NC State was UX plus graphic. So I had a mix of like projects where I also spoke about like the branding project which I did. I spoke about my clients, what they wanted, what problem I solved. So even though I did not have any UX projects, but I still made it in a way that it showed I had those skills set to like in order to like study UX design. So in NC State, I did that, but from like I applied to Purdue. Purdue, I included. It was more of like a graphic design position, course. So I included like illustrations a lot. I included a lot of like different branding projects, but I did not include like videos and everything because Purdue was not really a school which taught videography and everything. But yeah, like I did like a combination of different projects for different schools.
That's great. So let's talk about your college current course curriculum and how does it look like? If you could just briefly talk about it, like what did you learn in your first semester, second, and so on.
Yeah, so interestingly, the course which I landed here was a 3-year course because I did my undergrads from like a textile background. So I did had experience in graphic, but still it felt like they I was lacking in like knowledge in UX. So my first year was basically about visual design, typography, multimedia, publishing, and everything, like a combination of all of that. The first, like the specifically for the very first semester, it was very simple. I had like two courses. One was like tech tinkering. So it was upon students like what they wanted to learn, and they were like the pseudo experts and the leader of workshop and like running in the class. So that's how we all gain our confidence of like communicating better and presenting our work. And in the second semester, it got a little like more heavy because we had like three courses now, and all three courses of like 3 credits. We got introduced to UX redesigning projects and stuff. And apart from that, when he went to the like forward, like different semester, it got more intense, like research heavy, because NC State is a research like college, R1 college, so they were more research heavy. So we were learning about research method, future of interface, um, pedagogy. Pedagogy is a course which is not offered in all any of the colleges in US. It's only in NC State that is offered, which is like learning about how you can like become a professor, and because it's completely different than becoming a industry, like working in industry. So they teach you how to like apply for grants, like writing research abstract, and like how you can present your research in conferences, like stuff like that. So that's how it was structured. Yeah.
Quite an interesting course curriculum you had. So how is the hands-on
Mhm.
experience like, and did you got a chance to work on any real-time projects?
Yeah, I did get like our college have studio projects. We did one with North Carolina Natural Science Museum. That was a museum project where we designed museum experiences for children to experience. And apart from that, we had one with a laboratory of analytical science. It was a project sponsored by NSA. So we worked with analysts to like we interviewed them, we spoke to them, understood the problem space, and like we worked with clients. And apart from that, I also did like my internship with Toshiba. So Toshiba has like a global retail software solution company based in Raleigh, only in Raleigh. So there I learned about how to design retail solutions and also like including AI. Because right now, as everything is evolving, people are learning how to like introduce AI into their existing systems. So that's my experience with clients.
That's wonderful. Since you touched upon internship, so how is the internship opportunities like, and does college help you with placements or networking to find you an internship or a job opportunity?
Uh, like we don't have placements like India. I wish we did, but that's okay. We do have career fairs where a lot of companies come in and we have to go in with our portfolios and we can speak to like recruiters there, which is I think that's a great opportunity to like to connect. and and also I would really like emphasize on maintaining those connections, because coming to US I've understood being a designer is important, but at the same time, if you don't have network, then then I don't think like you can apply those skills anywhere. And having that network and having a stronger network and having the sense of community is really important. In US, I would definitely emphasize that to all the students who are like watching this video. Get onto the networking from the very first day onwards. LinkedIn should be your favorite platform. Forget about Instagram. So yeah, like go ahead and network as much as possible. That's gonna definitely land you a job in the future.
Cool. So let's talk about fees and structure. So can you just give a rough idea of how is the fee structure for you?
So another reason why I chose NC State, because there was like a lot of like research going on, and I knew that if I talk to all these professors that to show that I'm interested in this research, they could offer me a research position, which like gives me a scholarship for a semester or two, and also we had teaching assistantship. So I got that for 3 semesters. So 3 semester tuition fee was like uh, revoked. So I did not pay for 3 semesters. But apart from that, uh, the fee structure would be like around 15 to 20K from the year when I started, and eventually it increased till 2025. So 15K to 20K per semester. So you can calculate. I had like how many semesters I had? 6 semesters. So if you make that a total, so it'll come around 40 lakhs um, in INR. So I think that was something which I could still afford. And but all the other design schools were pretty expensive. So it was something which I could still afford. So that's why, yeah.
Yes. And how's the living lifestyle like, and what were the average costs that you were bearing every month?
In North Carolina, it's pretty cheap. Right now, I pay like around $500, including utilities, for my private room. I might not have a private bathroom, but I do have a private room for $500, which is pretty cheap for any other states in US.
That's good. So let's talk about college culture now. So what were some of the best things that you learned while studying at NCU, and any memories that you could share with our audience?
Yeah. So I think the friend circle, obviously, it's amazing. And why I'm saying that, I am like NC State University. It's a university. It has a like variety of different departments and people working, like studying in the same school. But I've also had the experience of studying in an independent design school. So it felt like when I came here, I specifically I was so much like I am a designer, I can do anything, like design is great and stuff like that. But when I came here and like spoke to a lot of people, that design itself cannot stand alone. it's definitely a something which you need to work in collaboration with a lot of people. And when I saw that, and I wanted to work with a lot of like different interdisciplinary like professors, and I definitely went, like I went and like mailed all this professor around. There were like 50 to 60 professors in a department. I mailed all of them. You might call me crazy, but I have mailed all of them to seek for any projects or any real experience that I could gain from them. So I got offered like different like roles. I got one research role, and it was mostly about designing edtech software, and that was my very first real project which I did. And it was nice because even they did not know what UX was. Even they were figuring out. So they were like, let's figure it out together and work on this project. So that was one of the, I think, like experience that I was seeking, and I got it from the university itself. And like and apart from that, our college has so much like so many professors working on startups. And these startups, they tend to hire a lot of like students because they want to help the students. At the same time, they want the students to learn and explore and land something which they would like in the future, and like get something which they like to do in their daily lives. So you have the opportunity to work with so many people and get the real experience and get to work in a startup. So that was one thing that I really like appreciate, being in a university setting with different disciplinaries at the same time. Uh, I don't hate independent design schools, but I think it's a privilege to be in a university setting.
That's interesting. So, some closing thoughts now. So, how has design education has shaped you as a designer and as a better person?
Um, Definitely, I would say I am a lot more observant now. Like, I don't know it's a good skill or a bad skill. I'm too empathetic. I don't like it sometimes because I tend to understand everything, even if I'm not supposed to understand everything. So that like mindset, like having empathy and working with people in collaboration, like that, I think that's something which has developed a mindset like in me, and I would take that forward as a person. Like um, and apart from that, one more thing, like I think design, it's not something which you could just do for 9 to 5. I think it's a lifestyle. Like you cannot choose not to be a designer if nobody is looking at you. It's just something that you are as a individual. So, yeah, so you cannot choose not to be a designer, like turn the switch off of a designer if like nobody's looking at you. It's just something that you live, it's a lifestyle that you live. So, that's definitely something that I will carry forward with me.
That's good. So, looking back, what's the one thing you are really grateful about your design education?
Like I would say at the same time, it's the mindset. Definitely, I can right now I know how to detach myself from the work, and I know how to take critic. That's something which I did not learn in my entire life. Even if my family or my dad was critiquing, I could not take it. But now I could take it like a superstar. I can take critique any day at any time.
That's great. So, what's one advice that you would give to someone who is dreaming of getting into a design school?
So I think design is something which gives you the opportunity to be who you are and decide what you want to be. Like there are so many disciplines that you can choose from, but at the same time you can explore and pivot to a different one if you want. So I would definitely say to the people who wants to like go towards design education, they should think and what they want to get out of this and what they want to be, and definitely be themselves. That's it.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Parinita, for sharing all these insights with us today. And folks, whoever is watching this video, I'll be attaching her LinkedIn. Please feel free to reach out her if you are applying for this university. And with that, thanks once again.
Thank you so much for having me once again.